Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the person you share your life with may not love you anymore. It's like a punch to the gut, isn't it? Love, you see, is the lifeblood of a relationship. It's the sweet nectar that makes life's bitter pills easier to swallow. But what happens when that love starts to fade? When the person you've given your heart to seems to be slowly slipping away? That's an experience akin to walking barefoot on shards of glass. It's painful, it's heartbreaking. Recognizing the signs of your partner's dwindling love may feel like a cruel joke played by fate, but it's necessary. Yes, it's a bitter pill to swallow, but it's one that could lead to healing, growth, and eventually happiness. So today we're going to talk about the 10 signs that your partner may not love you anymore. The first sign, they're emotionally distant. Love, in its most genuine form, is about connection. It's about sharing emotions, thoughts, and dreams. It's about openness and vulnerability. When your partner starts to pull away emotionally, it may be a sign that their feelings for you have changed. They might not share their day with you like they used to, or they might seem uninterested in what you have to say. You might find them more introverted, keeping their feelings locked up. This emotional distance creates a barrier that makes it hard to connect on a deep level. It's like trying to reach out to someone who's slowly drifting away. If you're feeling this emotional void, it's important to address it. Communication is key. But remember, it's not just about speaking, it's about listening too. When the emotional connection fades, it's a clear sign that something's not right. The second sign, communication is lacking. This is a phrase that carries a lot of weight. In any relationship, communication is as vital as the air we breathe. It's the lifeline that binds two hearts together, the bridge that connects two souls. But what happens when this lifeline is cut? When this bridge begins to crumble? Imagine a conversation where words are like rare gems, hard to find, and even harder to share. It's like trying to navigate through a dense fog with no compass. You're lost, unsure, and filled with doubts. This is what lack of communication in a relationship feels like. It's a silent treatment that speaks volumes about the absence of love. When conversations start to feel like a chore. When sharing your thoughts and feelings becomes a tiresome task, it's a sign that the bond is weakening. That's when you know. When words become scarce, it's a sign that love is dwindling. The third sign, the spark is gone. The spark, that special connection we share with our partner, which makes us feel alive, loved, and cherished. But what happens when this spark starts to fade? This is a sign that your partner may not love you anymore. Remember when your heart would race at the sound of their voice, or when their touch would give you butterflies? That spark, that undeniable chemistry, is a vital part of any relationship. It's the glue that binds two people together, and it's the fuel that keeps the relationship fire burning. However, when this spark starts to dim, when the affection and the warmth that used to be there are now replaced with indifference or aloofness, it's a clear indication that something is wrong. The relationship might be turning into a routine, a habit, rather than a passionate love affair. When the spark dims, it's a sign that love is fading. The fourth sign, they're not interested in your life. Love is about genuine interest in each other's world. It's about wanting to know what makes the other person tick, what their day was like, what they're passionate about. But when your partner no longer shows interest in your life, it's a red flag. Do they ask about your day? Do they remember your little victories and cheer you on? If the answer is no, it's time to pause and reflect. A lack of interest can be subtle. Maybe they're not as enthusiastic about your interests as they used to be. Maybe they seem distracted when you're sharing about your day, or perhaps they no longer remember the small details that matter to you. These are signs that they may not be as emotionally invested in the relationship as they once were. And when emotional investment wanes, love often follows suit. When they stop asking about your day, it's a sign that love may be slipping away. The fifth sign, they're breaking promises. Unfulfilled promises can sometimes be overlooked. After all, we're all human and things don't always go as planned. But when a pattern of broken promises starts to emerge, it's time to take note. Remember, love is built on trust, and trust is built on reliability and consistency. If your partner is constantly promising things and fails to follow through, it's not just about them being forgetful or disorganized. It's about a disregard for your feelings and expectations. It's about a lack of respect for your time and emotions. When promises become just empty words, it's like the foundation of your relationship is being slowly chipped away. It's the erosion of trust, and the creeping in of doubt. It's the gnawing feeling that maybe, just maybe, they're not as committed as they once were. When promises become empty words, it's a sign that love might be vanishing. The sixth sign, your needs are not a priority. Let's delve into this. In a healthy relationship, both parties consider the needs of their partner and strive to meet them. This is not about grand gestures or materialistic desires, but about the simple, fundamental human needs. Emotional support, understanding, respect, and companionship. However, if you're finding that your needs are consistently being overlooked, this could be a red flag. Maybe you've expressed a need for more quality time together, but your partner is always too busy. Or perhaps you've asked for emotional support during tough times, but they seem indifferent to your struggles. This kind of neglect can leave you feeling unimportant and undervalued. It's crucial to understand that in any loving relationship, your needs matter. Your happiness matters. And if your partner can't see that, it might be an indication that their love has faded. When your needs are neglected, it's a sign that love may not be there anymore. The seventh sign, they're pulling away. Love is about connection, about that invisible thread that pulls two souls together. But when that thread starts to loosen, it's a sign that something is amiss. You might notice a growing distance between you and your partner, a widening gap that wasn't there before. This distance can manifest physically with less touch, less intimacy, a reluctance to be close, or it could be emotional, a wall of indifference that has risen where once there was warmth and understanding. Maybe conversations have become sparse or strained, or shared interests have dwindled. This gradual withdrawal can be a subtle yet painful sign that the love that once was is no longer there. It's like trying to hold on to a fading echo, a memory of what used to be. When they start pulling away, it's a sign that love might be disappearing. The eighth sign, lack of respect. Respect is the cornerstone of any relationship, and when it starts to fade, it's a clear indication that something is off. It can manifest in various ways, from belittling comments to disregarding your feelings or opinions. Your partner may start to undermine your decisions or make you feel insignificant. This lack of respect isn't just about being rude or unkind. It's about not valuing you as an equal partner. It's about not appreciating your contributions to the relationship and taking you for granted. It's about not acknowledging your worth. Remember, a loving partner values your voice, your thoughts, your feelings. They uphold your dignity and treat you with kindness. If your partner consistently disrespects you, it's a somber sign that the love that once was might be dwindling. When respect is lost, it's a sign that love might be lost too. The ninth sign, they're not making an effort. Love is an active endeavor. It requires consistent effort and engagement. When you find your partner is no longer putting in the work, it could be an indication of their dwindling affection. Like a garden, relationships need to be tended to, watered and nurtured. If your partner is not making the effort to keep the conversation going, to plan dates, or to simply show that they care, it's a red flag. Love is about showing up, being there, and actively participating in the journey together. It's about compromise, understanding, and effort. When one person stops making an effort, the balance tips, cracks begin to appear. The relationship starts to feel more like a chore than a joyous union, so pay attention to the efforts or the lack thereof. When the effort is missing, it's a sign that love might be missing too. The 10th sign, indifference. It's the icy chill that seeps into the cracks of a relationship, the silent killer of affection. Indifference isn't just about not caring, it's a state of emotional detachment, a void where there once was warmth and connection. When your partner becomes indifferent, it's like you've become invisible. Your words, your actions, your presence, you might as well be a ghost. You find yourself in a one-sided conversation, echoing in the emptiness of their apathy. Laughter and shared moments of joy are replaced by a flat line of emotion, a monotonous rhythm that beats the drum of your partner's disinterest. It's a subtle shift, but a significant one. The vibrant colors of love fade into shades of gray. The spark that once ignited passion is now a cold, dormant ember. Are they still there but just not present? Or have they truly checked out, their love buried under a blanket of indifference? When they become indifferent, it's a sure sign that love might be gone. Recognizing these signs can be painful, but it's the first step towards healing. We've journeyed together through the 10 signs your partner may not be in love with you. The unspoken pain, the cold shoulder, the silent treatment, the missing spark, the loss of interest, the unfulfilled promises, the neglected needs, the growing distance, the lack of respect, and the absence of effort. These signs are not definitive, but they are strong indicators that something might be amiss. It's crucial to reflect on them, communicate with your partner, and take necessary actions to ensure your happiness and emotional well-being. Love is a two-way street, and it's crucial that you feel valued and cherished in your relationship. Remember, you deserve to be loved. Don't forget to comment, share your thoughts, and follow our channel for more insightful content.